Hi there and welcome to another session of Accountancy for the 11th Standard with B. Vishwanath Sir. We last were with this chapter called Cash Book, and I shall take you further ahead with the Cash Book, a very easy chapter simply because you just have to write on the left hand side whatever amount you are receiving, receipts, whatever on the right hand side will be your payments, whatever you are paying out. Okay, so your expenses is on the right hand side and your income is on the left hand side, and you've got two columns. So anything whenever you receive a check, it will go to your bank column. Okay, and whenever you are receiving cash, of course, it will go to your cash column. So let us take one example right away and get underway. They have told us to prepare a cash column with two columns, that is your cash and bank column. So it is date, particulars or receipts, LF, cash, bank, then date, particulars or payments, LF, cash, column and bank column. The cash in hand is given as 7,500. So you write down two balance brought down on the debit side and write down 7,500. While as they have given a bank overdraft. So you go on the other side. And you write down by balance brought down, and in the bank column you are going to write 3,500. Okay, whatever amount will be given to you. In this sum it's given as 3,500. So repeating again, the opening will always be you write down the date, you can write down the year on the top, and then you can write down the month and the date. Okay, so cash in hand is given, so you write down two balance brought down and you write it in the cash column. By balance brought down, you put it in the credit side in the bank column. Paid wages, so paid, payment, go to your right hand side, payments, by wages, simply put it in the cash column because they have not mentioned whether it is cash or check. By default it is always cash. Cash sales, 7,000. So if it is cash sales, okay, so you go to your debit side, the money is coming in out through sales. So two sales, and you put it in the cash column as 7,000. If there is any output CGST or SGST, that also has to be written along. Okay, from here we go for the cash deposited into bank. Now this is a contra entry. Okay, contra entry means both bank and cash account come into the picture. So first let us find out what is a journal entry when cash is deposited in the bank. Bank account debit, to cash. Come to the debit side of your cash book, write down 2 cash. Okay, because on the debit side we write down 2. So when you have written 2 cash, you will go to the bank column and you will write down the amount, whatever is given. If it's given 4,000, you write down 4,000. Then immediately go on the other side and write down by bank and write in the cash column the same amount. Okay, in both your ledger folio of the debit and the credit side, you write a C, which indicates that it is a contra entry. Okay, fine. Goods purchased and paid by check. Okay, now go goods purchased. That means it's an expense for us. Whenever we purchase anything, it's an expense for us. So go to the credit side and write down by purchases and write down 2,000. Of course, if there is a GST, you will have to add the GST along also. Okay. In the reverse scenario now, paid rent 500. So paid rent, paid, payment, come on the payment side, write down by rent. Withdraw from bank rupees 400 for personal use. Okay, so it's for personal use, it is drawings. So by drawings, and you write it in the bank column 400 rupees. Salary paid 1,000. So when they tell salary paid, it is a payment. So go and write it on the payment side by salary. Okay, after which you will balance your cash and bank account. Okay, and if it is, or if the cash side is more, you write to balance carried down, that is your credit side is more. If the debit side is more, as happens in sometimes when there is a bank overdraft, so you write down by balance carried down and you put it in the bank column. Okay, so either way you have a particular balance, so you see which balance is it. If your debit side is more, it's a debit balance, that is a positive, it's an asset. If your credit side is more, it's a liability like a bank overdraft. Your credit side is more than the debit side. Let us quickly take up one more example. In this sum, they have given you to prepare a double column cash book. They have given the cash in hand and cash at bank. Both are positive balances. So you write to balance brought down 2,20,000 and 60,000. Cash deposited into bank. So this is a contra entry. It is bank to cash. So you write down to cash on the debit side, go on the other side and write down by bank and write a C on both the sides. Goods purchased and issued for the check, it is an expense, so by purchase put it in the bank column. Sold goods to Aman on credit, there is a no entry for this because it is sold on credit. Cash purchases, by purchases in the cash column on the credit side. Commission paid by check, so you are paying, go to the payment side, by commission, put it in the bank column. Withdrew from bank for private use. Withdrew from bank for private use. This is drawing. So write by drawings and in the bank column you write down 2,500. Okay. Received from Aman in full settlement of rupees 6,000 and half the amount was deposited into the bank. Okay. So you can go write down to Aman, and in your cash column you write down 3,000 and in your bank column you write down 3,000. Okay, then interest collected by bank, so to interest and put it in the bank column. Cash sales, again it's an income for us, so put it as to sales and put it in the cash column. Goods sold to Sonia, no entry because it is a credit entry. Received check from Sonia after discount. So you write down whatever amount you've received, you minus the 300 rupees. So to Sonia's, it's a check and we are depositing it on the next day. So you write the entry on the next day to check in hand 35,700. Then balance both the sides. When you balance both the sides, first balance cash always the debit side is more, so you will write by balance carried down, and in case of bank in this sum also your debit side is more, which indicates that it is a debit balance. Okay, of course write down the last date of the month and wind up the sum. So this is your cash book. Long and short of it is, remember that there will be no credit transactions which will be there. Okay, and but that is how it will be carried forward further. Thank you so much. This is Vishwanath sir.